Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Wrestling presenting the Diego Pavia Heisman Challenge, the man from the New Mexico Military Institute by way of New Mexico State, Albuquerque, New Mexico's own. I'm going to try to get him that Heisman Trophy and hopefully a natty. And wouldn't you know it, folks, we start off with an interception. So if you caught the Julian Sayin Heisman Challenge, you know the only reason we didn't win that Heisman is because we threw a little too many interceptions. But we have probably one of the fastest tight ends in college football and a deep pass to Sherrill. I get us a big bomb to start the season. FCS Southeast, I think in real life it was actually Charleston Southern. Another deep bomb, finishing it off with a QB blast. Diego Pavia's second rushing touchdown would come just before the end of the half. And it's all doors in this game. Already up 35 after halftime. The deep crosser. Sherrill's got another big pick up through the air. We'll get it to our slot receiver there on the RPO. Deep ball to Richardson. He's probably the faster of the two wide receivers on the edge of the field. We'll get a third rushing score for Diego. 58-0 in this contest. I think my favorite thing about this upcoming game here was the Enter the Sandman. The read option, the first play that Diego gets the ball in his hands, second play from scrimmage, we're going 75 yards to the crib. Incredible stuff. I love the gold alternate uniforms. Our next drive would get stopped on fourth down. A deep ball to Richardson. We bring it in. A QB sneak's going to get thwarted at the goal line on fourth and goal. And the drag route to our speedster at tight end. Going to get us back into the end zone. A play action here. We've got the deep crosser. Going to find our tight end once again. Pushed out of bounds at the 2. And we'll power our way into the end zone. Another rushing touchdown for Diego Pavia. Man in motion. Going to find the tight end on that deep crosser. This time he will find the end zone. An incredible game from our tight end, and we found one of our best receivers often and early in this one. A sack, gonna bring the Hokies back into the game, but a scramble here from number 2 would put the game away. 2-0, a big win over a powerful opponent. We'll march into week 3, and we're already at the top of the Heisman standings. I don't know if I've seen Mr. Cocky on that train. So pretty cool stuff. We're scrambling, looking just around the edge rusher. And Diego's probably one of the fastest in short bursts. You know, he's a wrestler. He was a high school state champion in high school. And a laser to Sherrill's going to get us an amazing touchdown. Still down in this one. Our line could be better at times. Diego already has some wear and tear. A laser in there, putting it just where his receiver can be the only one to touch it. Speeding our way to a first down. And crunch time here. Gotta have it. The game-winning touchdown. No interceptions. Awesome victory for the Commodores, as we'll get a cupcake back on the schedule. Georgia State scrambling around, already down by 7 late in the second quarter. We're back on the board. Diego, another rushing touchdown. Georgia State getting another couple field goals. Second and long, we convert on the scramble up the gut. Looking, he's got triangle. We fit it in there. We do. Blasting our way into the end zone. Another rushing score for Diego. And I love the animations with Pavio. You can see like his energy. You can see his charisma. Another rushing touchdown. That's number 3 of the contest. And up the gut this time. Huge running lane for us. And not quite the offensive production we'd hoped for today. But we're still going to find our tight end on that deep crosser. 27-13 would be the final. Not as many passing yards, but because of our rushing touchdowns, he would be the Conference Player of the Week. And they're recognizing. They know that Diego is at the top of the Heisman standings. And then on the drag route, we're going to get around that defensive. A deep ball to Sherrill. He's going to get in the end zone. Vandy up big, already up by 3 scores, looking for more. The deep bomb to Richardson, tackled shy of the goal line. We get a rushing touchdown from our halfback to end that one. What a long passing touchdown there. The yards after catch, incredible stuff. The PA slide this time, and Sherrill's going to get a block from Richardson to spring him loose. We're going for as many points as we can in this one. Another touchdown to Sherrill. A deep ball again to Richardson. Can he get past him into the end zone? He will. And we're going for 70, folks. There's enough time. Newberry, a passing touchdown. Diego is letting it loose, but too much zip on that pass, and we've thrown another interception. It would go the distance. We get the Aggies some consolation points. Last opportunity here to get us a 70 burger, and we'll bring it in. Hoskins getting us our 8th touchdown of the day, and he would break the school record for passing touchdowns in the game. And coming into this one, they know we have 2 incredible players on the edge who are stopped trying that RPO, and another 4th and 1 on our own side of the field. We're down big here in Tuscaloosa. And to make matters worse, we can't hang on to the ball, so Diego is going to have to do it himself. Marching down the field on 3rd and long, a huge play for Vandy. They have to put the team on our back today. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Midway through the 3rd, got to go for it, 4th and long. We find our man. Looking, the angle route. Newberry breaks a tackle. Needing a touchdown here. Scrambling. He's got the tight end. Touchdown. Alabama getting another touchdown. We find Hoskins once again. The drag route. Instead, we're going to use it as a block. Diego scampering his way into the end zone. He's heating up, folks. Going to go for 2 to get it within a touchdown. We succeed. And we'll get a turnover. This could be our opportunity. A deep ball to Sherrill. He comes down with it. We've tied the game at 35. But Alabama housing the kickoff, so we're going to need to use these final 2 minutes to get back into the end zone. Just around that safety. Backup tailback getting the first down. A drag route on 4th and 3. I got to have it played. The backup tight end bailing us out, and we'll find the speedster into the end zone. And it's the go-for-dose moment with Diego Pavia for the win. A Heisman moment. We succeed. A big upset over Alabama, something the Doors could not do in real life. And because of his 300 yards through the air and 100 on the ground, he would be the National Player of the Week. Another big-time contest. No rest for the weary here in SEC play. LSU coming into Nashville, lofting it to the tight end. And a scramble around the edge. Can he find his way into the end zone? He will. Diego Pavia, the number 1 player in the country. Looking for the drag route. 4th and 3. We cannot convert. Game still tied at 14. And just out of reach there. Diego is dealing with some leg cramps, so he doesn't have quite the mustard on the ball that he normally would. We head into overtime with a touchdown on that drag route. And you see he breaks a tackle. He knew Whit Weeks was coming, so he didn't want to take the hit, but he'll walk it off. He would not be denied in this game, ladies and gentlemen. He put the team on his back. He was feeling it. He had to take an IV at halftime. And we've got another big-time showdown as the Missouri Tigers come in. And just like he did in Tuscaloosa, scampering around the left side of the line, blasting his way into the end zone to tie the game at 7. Back to pass, 3rd and long. The pressure's too much. Back to pass again. He gets the pass off in time to Sherrill. He brings it down inside the 15, leading to a Vandy field goal and nearly picked off there on the deflection. The angle route, springing us loose halfway through the quarter. And Cedric Alexander gonna go a long way, front flipping his way to give Vanderbilt the lead. We would ride that momentum the rest of the way. Diego Pavia, another victory to keep the perfect season alive. It seems like as soon as we get done with our toughest test of the season, another one comes up. And they say on the QB sneak on 4th and 1, we would be stopped shy. Not sure I agree, but we're going to find the speedster on the deep crosser. We're going to get another rushing touchdown, powering our way into the end zone. An early lead here in DKR. Halfway through the second, we're going to throw an interception.
Dude, no.
Only our 3rd INT of the season. And we're going to throw number 4 right here. Down by 2 scores, needing a big play, but we can't hang on to the ball. Not sure we're going to get out of here with a victory. We'll get into the end zone. It was too much. The turnovers, just too much. And we drop in the standings. John Mateer actually has 4 or 5 losses on the season. And everybody in Vanderbilt Nation knows we need to get back in the win column if we want to stay in the hunt for the college football playoff. Already up by 10. Scrambling to the right side this time. We're going to try to juke him, and we do. Big rush there for number 2. The wide receiver screen. Going to get us into the end zone. Up big. But this touchdown would be wiped off the board due to a holding penalty. We can't catch a break. Deep ball to Sherrill. He beat his man off the press coverage. We're tackled inside the 30. Sneaking our way to give us a 2-score lead. We're looking for the put-away score. They say we just crossed the end zone. Padding our stats. The completion percentage is still very high, so you know that's not in question for the Heisman. We'll get a drag route there for our first touchdown. Another QB sneak. And powering our way, cementing our lead in this game. Kentucky only having 1 win on the season. Pretty surprising stuff. And a pancake there from our left tackle. A spin move on the screenplay. And another QB power. Diego would not be denied. All Commodores in this contest. Not very often. You see a Vanderbilt win in an SEC game. And finally, we've taken the top spot in the conference standings as well as the Heisman Trophy and currently slated for a first-round bye and the Rose Bowl game. Diego Pavia in the Rose Bowl. How electric would that be? A first down there to the halfback. Scrambling up the middle. Nobody going to stop us. I think the ref could have made the tackle on the play. That would have been the only way we got stopped there. Another scramble. A lot of running room here for Diego. He's going to go into the end zone again here in Knoxville. Back to pass. He's looking, surveying the field, and the pressure's too much. He gets walled behind the line. And we're going to throw it right into the defense.
Wrap it up. Heisman is over.
When I threw this pass and it went back for 6, I definitely thought our Heisman chances would be over. But Cedric Alexander is going to get us the game-winning touchdown here, saving the day. 5 interceptions. We've got a lot of rushing touchdowns, so hopefully that will counterbalance that. Another season record broken, and we'll head to the ATL SEC Championship game. A first-round college football playoff bye on the line, and a spin move to get us inside the 5. The RPO to the speedster at tight end. Not sure if he'll get the best tight end in the country award. He certainly has our vote. And a Tony Gonzalez celebration on the end zone. And so far this season, I tried to wear all the same uniforms, try to get the same uniform matchups that were worn in each of these games. But since Diego didn't actually make the SEC Championship game, it was only fitting that we wore the blackouts. And I like the red jerseys of Ole Miss. 4th down failure there. Already up by 21, but we're going to fail again. The pressure too much. But Diego is going to put this game away, and the Vanderbilt Commodores will be your SEC champion. The final case for Diego's Heisman campaign. A couple rushing scores. He breaks the single season passing touchdowns. We get the Walter Camp, the Maxwell, and there it is, the Heisman, folks. We're 2 for 3. We'll get the Johnny Unitas and the Davey O'Brien heading to the Sugar Bowl, and Diego Pavia with the clean sweep in award season. Back to pass. A deep ball to Sherrill. Can he get it past the Buckeye defender? He will not. Up the middle, and Diego fumbles it. We haven't had too many fumbles this year. Luckily, we fall on it. And that's probably why his knee was down on the turf. Another blackout game. Going to get it to our Speedster at tight end to give us a touchdown before intermission. And that would be another rushing touchdown to give us an even cushier lead. And we'll head into the college football semifinals with an SEC championship game rematch. We're going to let the Ole Miss Rebels wear their home jerseys. We'll wear our gold alternates. A scamper for Diego. In the clearest case of a defensive pick play, we'll throw our 6th interception of the season. Looking for some points before the half. A big play here to Hoskins, going to get us into field goal territory. And we would take advantage. Whole lot of press coverage beat. Can we bring it in? No. A sure-handed touchdown, and Diego can't connect. Second and long. Staying on his feet. The Heisman Trophy winner. Refusing to go down, and he's going to laser it to his tight end for the score. Another interception. Not sure why the defender got there before a receiver. Ultimately, it would not matter. This low-scoring contest would go the way of the Vanderbilt Commodores. We would play Texas Tech and the Natty in Miami, getting some blocks on the read option. He's feeling it, folks. Diego's already hot. He's already warming up. And he's going to run his way into the end zone, strutting it to end the first quarter. Another bomb to Sherrill. He's going to bring it in. 10-5. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Probably the biggest play of the game came on this rush up the middle, getting a block from number 9. A big time play for the Heisman Trophy winner. He'd end the drive with a QB sneak. We've got Richardson down the right side of the field. He'll bring it in and score. Heating up the heat check and the dagger. Right there, folks. We've done it. Only one loss to Texas. It would not matter. We win the Heisman, a clean sweep of the Heisman and all the award seasons. We finish it off with a natty. Diego Pavia, we salute you, sir. Good luck in the NFL.